So have you ever started on a piece of furniture and when you're kind of in the middle of it, you get this feeling like, I don't know, this is not exactly what I want to do.
In this video, I share how to create an abstract ocean scene on furniture and why it's okay to follow your intuition and paint over a perfectly good paint finish.
What I wanted to do with this vanity for a while, and no concrete ideas came to me. I started thinking I was going to do it one way, and then I said, no, I don't want to do that. And I just got started because I could not decide.
First step is to get your base coat on here. I am creating a beach scene and blending those colors together. I am using 2 brushes to create my ombre. I'm starting with 1 brush on the bottom, and then as I apply the blues on the top, I'm just using 1 brush. So if you guys want a more detailed video about blending, please let me know in the comments.
I have been thinking a lot of the beach and the ocean. We are currently under a quarantine here in the United States, and it feels like it's been going on forever. And water is very therapeutic to me, and I've been thinking about that a lot. So I initially started with a ombre that kind of represented the ocean for me, and I'll show you guys a photo of that here. It was pretty and I was happy with it, but I just kept feeling like, I don't know, I want to do something else. This is not quite right. Hey guys, so I am using this embossing medium to, let's see, okay, let me show you. It's a really thick paste. It will add texture to your paint. So I'm going to mix this with my paint right here, and I'm going to use a lot of different colors, and I'm going to add texture to this piece. It's going to be cool, so stay tuned. Just use a very light pressure. You don't want a lot on your knife at this point. So I'm just gonna keep doing this, adding the blue. And this blue may not be showing up to you a lot, but it will add to the depth as you go along. I think I'm gonna add some peacock, which is this pretty teal color. I finally came to a concrete idea about what I wanted to do. And I decided I wanted to do a beach scene with sand, and I wanted to give it lots of texture, and I wanted to do like a sky with texture, really layered and textured, not just Okay, so while this section is drying, we're gonna add some layers to our sky up here.
I'm using a light gray paint mixed with embossing medium to create abstract clouds in the sky section. I'm using a thin knife just to make random shapes that represent clouds.
So I am going to use the brayer again and just flatten this down. That's neat. It gives it a maybe more like a watered down kind of texture in a way, a flat. I like that. So you got to try new things. You never know. You never know how it will come out. I'm going to add some mermaid tail. This is DIY. And it's got some really good thick paint right here on the cap. And I'm going to mainly use that if I have enough. DIY paint is a little more thick anyway, so. And I know a lot of you struggle with this, and you know, you contact me and you say, I can't decide on what, you know, what to do with this piece. I mean, we have so many options, right? We have so many paint colors, we have so many mediums. I mean, it's endless, which is a blessing, but also it's a little bit of a curse too, because sometimes we get overwhelmed. So you just want to think about, like, you know, maybe water movements a little bit when you're adding your texture. Yep, that's good. Here I'm just kind of thinking like sea foam that splashes up when the waves hit. My advice is to go to Pinterest and create, I have a mood board on Pinterest for furniture. So I'll create a mood board for a certain piece of furniture, for an idea. I'll save images, and then I'll look at those images to kind of inspire me as to the colors, like if I want to use stamps, if I want to use stencils, whatever. But this vanity, it just wasn't working out that way. Anyway, so sometimes you kind of just have to get started, even though you don't know exactly what direction you want to go with. Okay, so let's add some waves in here. I have a little bit of a darker sandy brown color there. And also I'm going to add some blue and some teal in here, so midnight blue, and then peacock in here, because I want a little bit of a darker color underneath my waves. So we're just going to add that in the same way, but I am kind of using like this little bit of I'm pushing my knife flat, and I am just moving it in a circular motion, because I want little patchy spots up the blue. of waves. I'm just using embossing medium, and I'm just tapping it on my knife here.
The sky is blue, the sun is high, sitting here on my own. I think of you, you're on my mind, you know. To me that's alright. Green grass on my neighbor's lawn. Maybe I should take a stroll. And to me that's alright. To me that's alright. I spend my days just dreaming about you. Well, now that's just what I will do. I'm telling you, the sky is blue, the sun is high. I'm sitting here on my own. I think of you, you're on my mind, you know. To me that's alright. Green grass on my neighbor's lawn. Maybe I should take a stroll. And to me that's alright. You know, to me that's alright. You know, to me that's alright.
So, you know, I told him, I was like, I'm gonna paint over it. I'm gonna paint over this. And he was like, no, don't do it. But you guys, you have to listen to your gut, and you have to follow what you feel, even though other people are like, no, don't do it. Don't get attached. Just follow your instinct. And anyway, I did. It was a little tiny painful painting over the original ombre, but not really, because I knew that this is what I'd finally figured out what I actually wanted to do with this piece. And you know, don't be afraid, just do it. And the cool thing is, if you follow your gut instinct, that's there for a reason. Like, it's gonna come out, you're gonna come out with something really interesting, really good, and maybe a stronger, more artistic piece. So
the finishing touch to this piece is to add some bronze brocade gilding wax, and you literally just apply it with your finger. You do want this to be your very last step, since it's a wax, so you'll want to apply your top coat first and then apply this. But once you put this on, it gives it a beautiful shimmer, which I thought would look nice in the sky section, and it will harden and cure over time and will become durable.
Hello, Ramona. I can't shake the simplest feeling beyond the ghost. We stand on the opposite shore. Hello, Ramona.
Links for all of the products that I used in today's video can be found in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and please be sure to subscribe to see more bold and colorful DIY.
I look for the things I don't know.